What's going on, guys? The time has finally come. That's right, this is EWS week. We are going to Zermatt in 2 days. We are going to be headed there. We're going to be checking into our hotel. We're going to be going through the registration process. We're going to be getting some practice in on the stages. The course map is supposed to be released today or tomorrow, and then come Sunday, we will be racing EWS 100 in Zermatt, Switzerland. 2 months ago, I made the announcement. I was super stoked, and everything leading up from then until now has just been building more and more. I'm excited. I know a ton of you guys are excited. So many people have been supporting me. It's been incredible. And so to keep that stoke alive and to keep the excitement going, I decided this week is going to be special. I am going to be putting out a ton of content for you guys. And of course, as I already said, it'll be called EWS Week. So I'm starting things off with a video from Love Bike Park that I was visiting 2 weekends ago. Awesome time there. I'll be posting that. Then I'm going to be posting videos from just yesterday when we were riding Paganella Enduro Trails. So at Paganella Bike Park, they have some Enduro trails, perfect training grounds for EWS, really gnarly technical route sections, a ton of fun. Long descents, crazy arm pump. The next day later, my hands are still kind of hurting. It was brutal. And then we're going to be leading into EWS, the big event, the one that we've all been waiting for. Once we arrive in Zermatt, I'm going to be doing a bike check video with my Scott Genius Enduro race bike, full top to bottom review, tell you guys about all the parts and components that I'm running, along with why I chose those components and how it suits me best for my riding style and what I really enjoy in a bike. And then following that, it's going to be all race content. Hoping to get some GoPro footage of practicing the stages, and then I'll have GoPro footage from the actual race. And so I'm just going to be pushing out content as fast as I can throughout this week. I don't have a specific schedule set yet, but be sure to expect at least every other day. Going to be putting something out there for you guys, so be sure to subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. It's going to be an awesome week. I'm so excited to share the moment with all of you. It's been so much leading up to this, and it's been an incredible experience thus far. Really excited to actually go and experience my first Enduro World Series event. It's going to be so amazing, and it's in one of the most beautiful locations in the world. Whether you're racing mountain bikes or just hanging out, Zermatt and the Matterhorn, it's crazy. It's going to be so awesome. Seriously, so stoked about it. So with that being said, the question is, am I ready? Do I feel like I'm ready to race and ready to take on EWS and Zermatt? The answer is yes. I would say I feel as ready as I ever would be leading up to this. I'm sure that many of you are curious about my training and what I did in order to get ready. I know I've mentioned I've been riding a bunch, and that's pretty much been the gist. I haven't been following a super structured training plan or anything like that, but really what it all comes down to when you're trying to improve your riding skills and just to improve your overall conditioning is saddle time. Just the amount of time that you're spending on your bike. Just keep pedaling and riding and doing anything and everything, and it's pretty much guaranteed it's going to get you into better shape. On top of that, I've been doing a ton of climbing, which has been nice because I also just love climbing. I seriously enjoy it. I find it to be an enjoyable time, which is crazy to say because my friends from a year or two ago back in the US, they'll attest, I hated climbing. I wanted nothing to do with climbing. But now that I live here in Italy and I have these amazing hills that I can go and climb all the time in the mountains, I don't really mind it too much anymore. It's fun getting up a nice steep climb and feeling that accomplishment when you get to the top. But back in the winter time, I spent a lot of time riding on Zwift, which if you're not familiar with Zwift, it's a virtual world that you can hook up your bike to on a trainer, and you ride online and you ride with people all around the world, and you've got your little Zwift avatar and you ride through the pre-designated Zwift maps that they've created with different routes and areas that you can ride. So I spent a lot of time doing that, getting in a lot of miles. So that started back in around February or March time frame. Then COVID kicked off, and COVID really ramped up my training, pretty much just because of being stuck in the house. So that helped a lot because I didn't have anything else that I could be doing. I was stuck at home and I wanted to get that physical exercise and activity and engagement with a bike that I always love and enjoy. So the only option was to just ride on my trainer in my living room. I'm fortunate for it though, because it got me into literally the best shape of my life. I feel amazing right now. And coming off of Zwift, and once I started riding outside again and everything, I've been consistently riding outside only, but I'm putting in more than 100 miles a week. On average, I'm riding between 6 to 10 hours a week. Really where it all started was that when I was Zwifting, I was putting in a ton of hours. And since then, I've pretty much just been sustaining that same level of effort every week. So I haven't really felt like I've been needing to increase my conditioning or time in the saddle, but I've just been maintaining that current level of fitness, and I feel really good. I feel really strong. I can put in back-to-back 3,000, 4,000 foot days without problem. And on top of that, I've done like a handful of 6,000 foot rides, a ton of climbing, a ton of descending, just getting out for really big epics, going out on like a 4-hour ride of just nonstop mountain biking. And then of course, I've just been hitting up the bike parks, especially recently. I've been getting a ton of laps in at all sorts of different bike parks. That keeps me fresh, constantly riding different terrain. One of the greatest things you can do in order to improve your riding is to ride new places. Ride new trails that you're not familiar with. It'll cause you to think actively about the lines that you're taking, trying to choose the best lines possible, and it's perfect training for EWS. Take one lap down a trail you've never ridden before, try to sight everything in, choose the lines that you think you want, and then go back and do it again at a faster pace if you want to treat it like a race, and just like you would in a normal enduro race. One sighting lap followed up by a race lap. In addition to that, riding different types of trails exposes you to new types of terrain that you may not have experienced much before. Perfect example of this is when I was riding San Martino. As you saw in the video, Tognola DH, there were so many routes on the trail. And the first thing I've realized 2 weeks later after riding there is that I can ride routes and I don't even think about it anymore. I got so used to just flying through those sections that now I get to routes on the trail, I don't hesitate, I don't get nervous, I don't brake too much over them, I don't get worried about it. I'm just like, it's routes, you just ride right over them. As long as you don't think about it, you're good. It's like you're riding on dirt. Yeah, today's a short and sweet video. Primarily just wanted to get it out there, let you know that it's going to be an awesome week of content coming your way. So get excited about it. I'm so pumped. I can't believe that we're finally here. This is EWS week video 1, and there's going to be a lot more headed your way. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tell me where to ride next.